is the best way that I've found to get started with this project. As many of you know, I was hit this week with a DMCA takedown order from ArcGIS from the parent company Esri due to this exact map layer. It turns out that one of the NGOs that is funneling illegal immigrants into this country has decided to engage in a little bit of lawfare, or at least try to. Didn't work out so well for them, but this is how things stand as they are. So I thought it would be good to talk about this agency today and exactly what they are doing with your tax dollars. As many of you know, most of these immigrant safe houses, logistical hubs, any kind of agency, group, NGO, company, church, charity, whatever, most of the pucks on this map come from this one agency, the Immigrant Advocates Network. And I would very strongly recommend you guys go to their website, www.immigrationadvocates.org, to see exactly what they're doing to further illegal immigration into the United States. And you might say, well, S2, how do you know that they're funneling illegals into this country? Well, I'm glad you asked, because you can find out very easily. They're very public about it on their own website. So once we get to the Immigration Advocates Network website, we can click Find Help here at the top of the page. And we can select a state. So let's go ahead and pick, let's say Colorado. Just pick a random one here. And since we clicked Colorado, here is a list of all of the groups that this one agency, this is again just one NGO, these are all of the groups that this one agency has partnerships with to help illegals enter the United States and stay in the United States and evade ICE and all of that kind of stuff. And you might say, well, again, how do we know that this is not just some kind of legal immigration sort of thing? You know, the kind of everything's above board. Well, I can tell you right here. Just look at the second one. The Catholic Charities of Central Colorado Family Immigration Services. These are the things that they do. And as we can see, they help immigrants with removal hearings. So what does that mean? This means that they are assisting illegal immigrants to stay in the United States and fight their own deportation hearing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the kind of thing that is going on a gargantuan scale around the country. That's why I have so many pucks and points on my mapping projects, and this is why they want to take my content down. This is a very large effort, and unfortunately, they're using this word charity here, especially Catholic charities. They're using this word here to, unfortunately, mask what they are doing, because we hear the word charity and we instantly think, oh, okay, well, they're just trying to help people out, right? Well, you know, this is not the sort of thing that they're doing. Sure, they may immigrants may show up to one of these facilities and, you know, get a bag of food or some kind of, you know, emergency aid or something like that, but they also get an attorney, because as we can see, they're getting free. That's right, free, pro bono legal representation so that they can stay in the United States and fight their deportation orders. So that's exactly what's happening. You can see they even get help completing forms. They don't even need to speak English. They have everyone handle this for them. And as you can see, these agencies are lining up around the block. That is why this is such a serious thing. I don't think a lot of people tend to understand how much money is in this. These groups are tied, again, to very, very large international organizations, such as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They also get a lot of billions of dollars of endowment funding from random billionaires you've probably never even heard of before. So this is how they're able to do it. I mean, I know it may seem surprising, but I mean, this is just kind of how a lot of these groups tend to work. It may seem surprising, but that's just the way that it is. So understandably, when it comes to my own mapping projects, it's not exactly a safe thing to be doing, to be honest. This is a very dangerous line of work. I understand that fully, which is why a lot of times I have to kind of tiptoe around things. So in order to stay above board and to avoid the lawfare from cracking down too much, you know, it's just the way that it is. Sometimes we have to kind of operate in a more low-profile sort of arrangement. Like it or not, it's just the truth that if you're an illegal immigrant in this country, you can have hundreds, if not thousands, of attorneys just chomping at the bit to help you stay in this country and continue committing crimes. But if I put your agency on a map, I don't exactly have a whole lot of attorneys lining up to help me for free. You know what I mean? So you may get one or two, but the scale of this is just astoundingly high. So I know that I don't say this very often, but I'll say it now just for the record. I am fully aware that a lot of not so nice people are watching what I do. They are consuming my products. They are consuming my work. I am not naive to this. So every single thing I do, every comment on social media, every slide, every dot on a map, everything is done through the lens of assuming that a bad guy is watching. That's just the way things are when a lot of your work is public these days. So please do not think that I am a complete idiot. I mean, I may be, but I'm not naive to the fact that a lot of not so nice people are watching. This is why all of the data sets that I do, everything that I do is intended